Hello and welcome to another interesting edition of Engineering and You. It's another Friday and another time to enjoy engineering, what it's all about, what he does, and how it makes our life to become better. My name is Tunde Olaniro, your anchor on this program, and it's interactive one. It's sponsored by Prince Engineer Yemisi Shilon, FNSC, and it's very, very interactive. We don't only get to talk to you, you also have the opportunity of talking to us, asking questions, answering our questions, and winning fantastic prizes courtesy of our sponsor, Prince Engineer Yemisi Shilon. And the question for today that you are supposed to answer and get your prize for is, which of the following has the highest surface tension? Which of the following has the highest surface tension? A, cold water, B, hot water, C, oily water, and D, soapy water. If you know the answer, please call us or go to our various social media platforms: Facebook at Ogtv, YouTube at Ogtv Abeokuta, and Instagram at Ogtv Television. Drop your answers, and if you are correct, we'll get your prize courtesy of our sponsor, Prince Engineer Yemisi Shilon, FNSC. Without wasting any of our time, our guest is already in the house, and we'll take this very short break. When we return, we'll let you know who our guest is and what topic he's going to be discussing with us today. Welcome back. My guest for today is the Vice President, Collaboration and Linkage, Nigeria Society of Engineers, and he is also the Chairman, Nigeria Electricity Supply Industry Review Panel. His name is Engineer Ademola Aguru, FNSC, and he's joining us via Zoom from the United Kingdom. Engineer Aguru, welcome to Engineering and You, sir.
Thank you.
All right, without wasting any of our time, I would like you start off with your presentation. He's going to be presenting a topic is titled How to Become an Engineer, because the program is actually scheduled to target young Nigerians who are to steer them their passion to become engineers. So, Engineer Aguru, please, you can take it off from here.
Thank you. Once again, I would like to thank the sponsor for the opportunity to be able to share a bit of the knowledge on this topic, engineering and you. I will be talking basically on how to become an engineer. I want to start from what is engineering. Engineering simply means the application of science and mathematics to solve problems. That's just the basic meaning of engineering. One is the application of science and mathematics to solve simple problems. That's the meaning of engineering. And engineering is divided into different areas. We have what we call computer science, electrical, civil, mechanical, chemical, aerospace engineering, electrical engineering, electronics and computer engineering, metallurgical, software engineering. Recently, there is quite a lot. Now we are talking about mechatronics engineering. So engineering is evolving every day. So it's not limited. Most of these basic, if engineering before is just a basic three: electrical, mechanical, civil. We even have what we call a structural engineering. So all those things have been broken down into specific, into little specific details. That's what. And you can be, any gender can be an engineer. Engineering is not a gender bias. You can, any gender, a male, a female, you can even be a white, you can be a black person, in any race can become an engineer. So it's not, like I said in the beginning, it's application of science to solve a basic problem. So it's not, you don't have to be, anybody can aspire to be an engineer, as long as you have the love for it. Then when you look at the quality of a successful engineer, there is no single quality that will make you a good engineer. Engineering is a field that requires many people with different skills to work together to solve complex problems in a simple way. You need some personal quality which will help you to become a successful engineer. So like I said, you don't need to have, there is no single quality. You need to be able to work together with you need different skill set to be a successful engineer. The first thing you need to have is to have interest in engineering. You cannot succeed in anything that you don't have a passion for. Like if you want to succeed in life, whether it's engineering or any aspect of life, you must have a passion for it. That when you say having passion, so many ways when you ask people about what is that thing that you like doing, that even if people did not give you any money for it, you will still be happy doing it. That is an area that you will start knowing which area is where is your passion. I don't know whether you can still see my screen.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Because I can't see from here again. Sorry. I don't know what went wrong with the screen.
We can still see your screen, sir.
Okay. But I'm not seeing it from my screen. So can you see it now?
We can still see it.
Okay. Okay. So when you talked about, like I said, you need to show interest in engineering. You cannot succeed in any area in life without you having passion for whatever you wanted to do. How do you identify the area of your passion? One of the ways you identify the area of your passion is when something that you can actually do, that even if they don't pay you for it, you enjoy doing it. Like in engineering, so you must have that, you must have interest in solving problems. In those are kind of areas where you must be, and as a young people, that if you want to do engineering, you must be proficient in physics and mathematics. Like I said, it's using science and it's the process of solving combination of science and mathematics. Then must have a good team attitude. Like I said before, it's not something that you are not doing engineering because you wanted to show off. You must be able to work as a team. Because it's not a single person that can. Because engineering is different. You are looking at things in this way, somebody else is looking at it in another way. You both of you must be able to come together to be able to solve the problem. Then you must have a listening skill. It's not just about yourself. You must be able to listen to others and be able to know that, let me see the other ways that people are looking. You must have an analytical skill. If there's a problem, you will be able to analyze it. That's what we talk about mathematics. There's a lot of things that as you grow older, as you show more interest, as you start the real engineering practice, most of the things they taught us in the university days is about mathematics. You'll be able to understand a lot of analytical ways to solve mathematical problems. There's something we call, because I know there are young people that are listening, I don't want to bore you. When you do that integration, you do integration, you do substitution by elimination. Those are the kind of areas. So when you are in a real complex problem, you should be able to know how to differentiate and how to eliminate. So you should be able to have a good communication skill and should be persistent. Because when you are trying to solve a problem, you must be persistent. If you are not somebody that is persistent, you can never be a good engineer. You must be able to continue to learn. You must be continually have a career growth and development. If you want to be a good engineer, you don't stay that, if I'm an electrical engineer now, as an electrical engineer, if I know how to repair ordinary iron, I've arrived. No, engineering is progressive. You must be somebody that has an attitude of continuous career growth and development. You must plan ahead. You must study hard, get involved and get informed. Talk to friends and family, and you must be able to do a lot of research about. You must know everything that is around you. The world around you is a book done by various disciplines of engineers. So that you must make a commitment. You must make a personal commitment. I want to solve this problem. Like one of the things that pushes us as electrical engineers, look at the power problem. Every day I wake up, as an engineer, I say, how can I solve the power problem in Nigeria? Those are kind of the quality of a good engineer. Solving problems by applying knowledge. You must be able to optimize design to minimize cost and enhance efficiency. The way engineer looks at things is that you must have the attitude of, if you want to be an engineer, you must be somebody that has attitude of applied design. Like, this is the way we do these things before, but you should, how can we do it? What if I do it in this other way? How can I save cost? How can I enhance efficiency? So these are the ways that engineers, they must be able to predict problem and find solution before it comes. You must be somebody that like risk assessment. You don't wait until when the problems occur. As an engineer, they must be able to have ability to think and new ways of doing things. If that's the way things have been done before, you must challenge the status quo. You must not be somebody that says, oh, this is the way, you cannot change it. If you want to be a good engineer, so those are the kind of things that you must put in place. So if you want to change the world that we live in, you must be a successful engineer. And you like, this is just the basic slide. I don't want to bother you more about it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Engineer Ademola Agoro, for that beautiful, brief and precise presentation. But I'd like to take you up on one or two things about the things that you said concerning how to become an engineer. It's been said by some people, not professional engineers, though, that the real practical engineering has nothing to do with the mathematics and all the so-called mathematics that they are being taught in the school. How true is this?
I can tell you 100% that if you don't, what we say, there is no way you can...
You can show us your face now, sir. Okay. Since you are done with your...
The truth about it is that you can never be a good engineer without understanding the mathematics behind the engineering. There anybody that tells you that the real practical engineering doesn't, because all those things that because engineering is based on principle. Once you understand the principle of how things work, then you will not be able to guess. You will know 100%. If you don't understand this mathematics and all these things that we are talking about, you can never understand the principle of how things work. So once you understand this principle, it's so easy for you to be able to apply those principles to solve problems, because you will know that this is the way these things work. And if those things that, just like Ohm's law, if you understand the principle of Ohm's law, everything right over the Ohm's law. If anybody tells you engineering is not about mathematics, that person does not know what he's talking about.
What is the place of curiosity in the field of someone that wants to study engineering? What is the place of having that attribute of curiosity?
Yeah, when you say curiosity, I don't understand, but if I can understand what you mean, I mentioned it, you must be able to find. Curiosity is that, why is this thing so? And that has to be on the principles. That when you see things happening, you must be able to have their attitude, that you wanted to know the basic principle behind it. Once I understand the principle behind it, you just don't say, maybe most technicians will just, most people that you are talking about, they will repair, they don't even know why it is like that. They just say that this is how they have been doing it. This is how people have taught us to do it. But you need to go back to equality.
We have a call. Glory from away. Hello, Glory.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. How are you? How is Maurice today? All right. You want to ask my guest a question?
Don't answer the question of the B.
All right. Go ahead. A, B, C, or D?
A.
A.
Hold on. Yes.
All right. I'll let you know if you're correct, Glory. Please state soon.
Actually, sir.
All right.
This is a question.
Okay. Please go ahead.
You should not know that you do math and English. Math and no, you can really become successful.
Glory, hold on. I can't quite get your question very well. Mathematics and what?
that if you know how to solve mathematics, you cannot be an engineer. That much for that math.
Okay. Okay, Glory, my guess to answer your question. Glory wants to know if further maths, how important is it to becoming an engineer?
Well, further maths is just in some of those things that you are taught in further maths is what you are going to be taught in the mathematics of engineering. Further maths is very important. If you can, if you can really show interest in further maths, it shows that you are tending towards what some of the benefits of what you need to do to become an engineer.
All right, is it compulsory that you have to do further maths? That means if you don't do further maths in secondary school, that means you can't become an engineer.
It's not compulsory. No, it's not compulsory. It's not compulsory. Like for me, I did not do further maths. I only did mathematics. So I'm an engineer.
All right. There is this challenge that most young people have, especially when it comes to mathematics. If you have 10 young people, hardly will you be able to get 8 that love mathematics. What do you solution to this mathematics problem that is the challenge of our young people nowadays?
Well, even the young people nowadays should even be very thankful to God for the advent of the internet and the social media. There's why many people have problems nowadays in the mathematics is because of the people that are teaching them. Because no matter what you are taught in school, if you show interest, everything is on the internet. No matter the topic that you are taught in mathematics, I always tell people that I know that they should spend most of their time on the laptop, on computer. If any one of them is having challenges on mathematics, the specific topic that you're having problem with, go on the internet. You have different people that taught this topic in different ways. And you will find out that you will be able to understand it. Mathematics is very interesting, but just like I said, you have to show interest that you wanted to know it.
All right, showing interest. Now, to the young people, because our target audience are young people, how lucrative is engineering?
Everything in this life is about engineering.
No, how much money is there? Because if you tell a young person, they want to know, are you making money? If you are not making money, nowadays, they want to.
That's a wrong. I told you something about engineering. The basic principle of engineering is to solve problems. People, I always tell people is that why is it that they pay somebody 1,000 naira, other person collect 200,000, the issue that people don't pay for your time, they pay for your value. If you want to be paid well, increase your value. So I always encourage young people to read, to improve on their value system. What is it that if you are working at the same level with your colleagues, then why will I pay you more? You must know more. There are certain things that value system, so they should take time to study any area of engineering they are interested in. Engineering is so wide. Any area that you are interested in, do it and know it well. Don't just be in the middle. You should know exactly what you are talking about, and with that, money is not the main reason in engineering, because money is just like a little part of engineering. Because if I do a design now, and nobody knows about my design, I can call it $500 million. I thought that design will solve your problem. You will pay for it. But so people should not look at the money. They should look at ability to create value within themselves that they are going to sell to people.
All right, I want to speak to, I will give you maybe 2-3 minutes to speak to young people and to tell them what Nigeria stands to benefit, especially in the near future, if in terms of socio-economic and socio-political development, if they venture into engineering.
Well, I want to encourage young people, like I said, the whole world depends on engineering. And if they should just know that area that they have passion for. You don't have to do what other people are doing. You know, if there's an area that when you close your eyes, you think about it and you know, and even if people don't give you, you can solve problems in that area. And it's so easy for you. That's an area that you think that you want to look at. You don't need to force yourself to be an electrical engineer. You might want to be a biomedical engineer, if that's the area that you are. You might want to be a civil engineer. You might want to be even a mechatronics engineer. The different engineering is so wide. The most important thing is that everyone you are doing, don't force yourself, don't cram it. What many young people don't think, engineering is not about, you must be able to apply the knowledge that you are taught. And the area that you think that is giving you issue, try and let them teach you the first principle. You need to understand it. Engineering is not about cramming, because if you cram engineering, you will not be able to make a future. I want to encourage as much, you know, we are working, we are different group that is developing STEM. In fact, that's what, so what we are doing now is to change, and I know that the government is looking at it, even now the engineering is being taught, so that everything will be more practically and simulation based, so that it will not be more of cramming. So as long as people can understand the principle behind what they are doing, which I think that the government is working, there's a lot of private sector initiative in those areas too, because no country can survive without the study of an interest in engineering.
All right, let me take you also on something personal, because as we round off, you are the chairman of Nigeria Electricity Supply Industry Review Panel, and you said during your presentation that you are trying to solve the problem of why electricity supply is not at where we want it to be in Nigeria. The question now is, have you found the solution, and what do you think should be done?
Well, there's so many. I will always tell people that we don't have a problem, or the problem we have with power in Nigeria is the policy issue. And it's not that because we don't have power. God has blessed this country with so many things. Like now, if you are saying Nigeria is generating today about less than 6,000 megawatts, the first thing I ask myself is that if we adopt even ordinary one aspect of renewable, even solar, if you have in all Nigeria, in houses in Nigeria today, residential houses in Nigeria, more than 20-something million. If you make each house to have 10 kilowatts of solar, CR1 is not this kind of solar that people bring about in Nigeria today. CR1 solar, that they have 10 kilowatts in 1 million houses, would have generated 10,000 megawatts. More than what the country has been generating, which is very easy. It's just about the policy. It's about us making up our mind that we wanted to, and even the ones that we are generating today, I can tell you 100%, because our problem is not generation, is the management of is the utilization of the energy. People waste a lot of energy. Even when you see people complain that they are paying so much, if in your house, if you can only invest in LED, you can save a lot of money that you pay to utility.
All right, Engineer Ademola Agoro, FNSC, thank you so much for joining us on this week's edition of Engineering and You. We thank you so much for your presentation and for answering most of our questions. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, it's a pleasure.
All right, and thank you too for watching Engineering and You today. That is how we come to an end. Today, the question for the day, Glory from Mwe, you got it correctly. So I'm sure you are watching. To claim your prize, courtesy of our sponsor, Prince Engineering Shillon, call this number 003-086-7011. And as we go over the question of the week, the relative density of the acid in a car battery can be measured by what instruments? A, hygrometer, B, manometer, C, hydrometer, D, barometer. Just drop it on our social media platform as it's showing on your screen, and you get your prize courtesy of our sponsor, Prince Engineering Shillon FNSC. I have to go now. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to the sponsor for bringing us your viewing pleasure every Friday. And until next week, my name is Tuno Laniro. I say bye-bye.
Words are like bullets. When out, cannot be retrieved. Words spoken out of anger can scar a person's life